podcast. There ain't nothing going on but the Rent Boys podcast. Give us a like. Give us a comment right now if you can. Do it. No joke, folks. Get on there. No joke, folks. It's a vague Joe Biden impression that I've stolen off a favourite comedian of mine. You got your bare feet going.
Yep. No joke, folks.
Look
Who's
at that.
the comedian?
Dana Carvey.
I don't know who that is.
No, you wouldn't know.
Nope.
He's a famous comedian who's done Saturday Night Live. He was on Saturday Night Live in the late 80s, early 90s. He was Garth in Wayne's World.
Oh, yeah.
And he's recently gone back on Saturday Night Live to do Joe Biden.
Oh, good for him, man.
Yeah, he's doing a Joe Biden impression.
Sounds like he's doing well.
Yeah, but they get these old people who have been on SNL years ago back to do all these characters. People who are on SNL now, they're just sitting in the side doing nothing.
Get me on.
No, I don't know, maybe you'd be great at SNL.
Do you think?
Do you do any impressions?
I think I'd have a good set on SNL. Could be all right.
Well, you think you do like hosting it?
Hosting it, yeah.
Yeah, your monologue.
I want to go straight to the top.
So let's talk about that. So this is Dom Hattonwoods, by the way. If
actually.
you've not seen this podcast before, I'm Alex Camp. This is Dom Hattonwoods. We are the Rent Boys podcast. We're missing Ethan. He's not here. He's in Majorca right now. He's on holiday. So we're just doing it, the two of us.
He's doing that, yeah.
So what's the scenario first? How did you get to be host of Saturday Night Live? You know, we've got Nate Bargatze was the host, Ariana Grande,
she hosted it.
Jake Gyllenhaal, these big names. Shane Gillis. So how are you getting on there? Are you doing a film? Are you got a successful podcast?
It's definitely not the Rent Boys podcast, I can tell you that much.
Well, I mean, we're assuming this is not happening this week or next week.
Might be. I just told everyone. I don't know. I've just, I might get an agent soon. Maybe that'll get me on.
So you think that your agent, your British comedy agent, is going to get you
SNL.
on? Yeah, because obviously Deliso is always on SNL hosting, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tom Stade,
They're all on there.
all the big names.
I would like to do that. I'd have to move to America probably.
But what's your we're making a fantasy here. We're creating
how it's happened.
Yeah, how has this happened in this fictional world that Dom Hattonwoods has got the host of SNL, one of the most coveted jobs in the whole of show business? What have you done? Have you moved into films or is it more of a stand-up based thing?
Well, actually, 0.9 of my Instagram followers are in New York, so
you reckon that you can already...
One of them might be the SNL producer, and he'll say, "Hey mate, love your work. Fancy doing SNL next week?" And I'll be like, "Oh, sounds good. What's the fee?" And then
What's the fee?
And then he'll be
125 quid middle.
And then he'll be like, "Oh, it's whatever. I think it's $5,000. I think Shane Gillis said it. But all right, that sounds good. Let me just cancel this gig I've got in Blackpool, and then I'll see you there."
Maybe cancel the Nottingham Trent Student Union gig that I'm doing because you'd have to go. You have to go down early in the week. You got to be there the whole week.
I think it's a whole week of filming. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's rehearsed. The filming's at the end of the week. Bit of filming of the shorts and stuff. So yeah, you would do filming all week. But you're rehearsing, you're writing, working with the writers. So what's your monologue about?
I'll just do my set.
Just do your set.
I go, "Hey everyone, great to be here hosting SNL. What a dream. Discuss this on the Rent Boys podcast, and now it's
Manifested.
actually happening.
Made it come true.
This was all my affirmations, along with shooting low 70s.
Yeah, it's just ticked off the to-do list.
And but you know what? It's been a long time coming. I've been doing stand-up comedy for a while now. When I started doing comedy, I was actually, and then I'm in.
You're in it, yeah, and then you do the double act joke and you're in.
Do that, and then I'll probably do...
I'm actually more convinced than I thought I would by this.
What do you mean?
I was surprised. I thought you'd at least give me some sort of like, oh yeah, so it's like in 5 years and I've got a special on Netflix because something blew up. No, you're just like, oh, someone decided that you're a good person to have.
All right.
Like completely unknown, Dom Hattonwoods.
Could have a Netflix special in 5 years.
Yeah, but that would be another. You literally told me that someone saw your Instagram and called you and got you in this season, and you were going to go in with your set. What else are you doing? Your porn jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boarding school, probably autism.
Remember, you're on TV. It is late at night, but it's still TV.
Is it 5 minutes?
It's about 5.
My 5 at the Glee didn't go so well, so maybe I should work on that.
It might be a little bit more than that. Sometimes they do a song or they bring the cast members on sometimes. The comedians don't usually, stand-ups don't just do a full set. But
I probably would just work on the set that I was going to do.
Okay, cool. So you do your monologue set.
And I'm in New York. I can do some set. If I say, "Hey, I'm in New York," to clubs, I'm hosting SNL next week, they'll be like, "All right, come."
Oh, so you're doing a load of other gigs as well?
Yeah, of course.
No way you'll get any gigs done. You'll be too tired.
Oh, really?
Oh, because you got to work the whole time.
I'll go like the week before that even.
So you're going to go down and do that?
I'd go there for a month.
Most important thing is what sketches are you going to do?
Whatever they ask.
No, but they're going to ask you for ideas.
Oh, are they? I'll bring Vincent. So we'll do our play we did at uni.
You're going to do Vincent. No, but you've got the whole cast of
Rosebud Baker and
SNL here.
I have to think about that probably. I had a sketch idea about a boxer, someone that's obsessed with boxing. They wear boxing gloves all the time. They're trying to pick up a mug. Boxing glove.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're a boxer, but you don't want to take the boxing gloves off.
Yeah.
And so you just have to start doing things.
And you're trying to like watch TV, and you got the boxing gloves.
But who else is in the sketch? Like, is it like your wife, or like are you at work, or where's it based?
Probably, yeah. You'd start at home with a wife, and then
you've only got one set though. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Unless you're doing, you want this to be a pre-taped one, or is this a live sketch?
That'd be pretty funny live, I think.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
come in with some boxing gloves on.
Maybe you go to a party. They sometimes do party sketches where they like have dinner parties. They have like a couple of couples. You can have a wife.
What about trying to eat ramen? That'd be funny.
Yeah. So they bring out some ramen, and you're just like
the chopsticks. Trying to eat it with chopsticks.
Trying to put two chopsticks, trying to slip them in.
Yeah.
To the thing.
And then
you're flinging it around. This is more physical comedy then.
This is physical, so where I thrive.
Where you're known in your...
And then...
you're known to do that.
And then someone comes along and goes, man, just take the gloves off. And I go, fuck, punch him in the face.
Oh, okay, that's how it goes.
End.
I like it.
Fame. Dom's finally famous, after the years he's been grinding away.
Brilliant. Love that. What musical guest do you want to introduce?
Oh, do I get to choose?
No, you don't get to choose, but let's just say that you do.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. I think she was on it recently.
Yeah, well, she can come back.
You want her back?
I've decided.
Have you?
She's coming back. Her or Mac Miller, and he's dead.
Yeah, Mac Miller's dead.
Juice WRLD
dead. Can't be a great rapper if you're dead.
Amy Wine, she's dead.
Everyone's
most of
dead.
My favourite artists, most of the great artists are dead. To be fair,
I like the idea that you'd introduce like a famous artist, I don't know, Lady Gaga or something, or some famous band, Foo Fighters or Coldplay. They actually Coldplay were on it the other week. And you're like, ladies and gentlemen, I've just discovered these.
Yeah, fucking
really
brilliant.
Great. Yeah, you got some good songs. Yeah, it's Coldplay.
The one out of Viva La... Yeah, that one. It's great.
Yeah, have you heard this Viva La Vida? It's good. Let me sing it.
I watched a documentary about him. Great.
I haven't listened to any songs, but the documentary's great.
Yeah, this Amy Winehouse lady. She's got a big future. No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Do you want to practice your introduction? Because they say, ladies and gentlemen, it's... So Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here at Saturday Night
No,
Live.
too much. You can't do that. It's too
really?
much. You can't just start saying that.
Okay, all right, sorry.
It comes back from the commercial break, and you're there, standing there,
yeah,
and you go, ladies and gentlemen, Sabrina Carpenter.
All right, I'll go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen. You can't even say gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's tired because she's working late because she's a singer. But Sabrina Carpenter with her cracking pair of tits.
See, you've done it just like you would like a show.
What?
Like a comedy show.
Yeah.
We've ruined that person's set before they
No,
go
I
on.
think they're working late because I'm a singer. That's like one of her songs.
But she's going to say it.
Yeah, but everyone knows that. Everyone knows the song, don't they? No one's going to, I was working late because she's a singer.
I think you'd be...
She's massive.
What if someone came on...
No, Billie Eilish. I want to see Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, good.
I like Billie Eilish a lot.
She hasn't been on it for a while, I don't think.
Is she not?
I haven't seen her on it for a while.
Interesting.
I watch it every week.
I don't think she really cares. Well, you watch the whole thing or just a little clip?
Well, I watch it in clips, yeah, but I watch the whole thing in clips.
She's great, Billie Eilish.
Yeah, we love Billie Eilish. She's great. She has a new album not that long ago too, so
check it
maybe
out.
She was on. Maybe she was on it. I don't know.
Subscribe, check out Billie Eilish's album.
Yeah, get your Billie Eilish on.
I think I'd like to marry her, but not sure how I'd go about doing that.
It's so weird the way
she's very attractive and nice and down to earth. Well, I've never met her, but
you don't know
from what
that.
I've seen. No, I don't know that.
She might be awful.
Yeah,
I'm sure she's not.
she was fun on James Corden's Carpool Karaoke.
You know what I don't like when you talk about women and you get this like far off look in your eyes, you're just staring into the distance. You're like, yeah, I liked her on that James Corden thing. Did you hear James Corden? All right, here we go. Ask an idiot. Ask an idiot. Did you hear James Corden? I don't know when this was. James Corden got voted in the top 5 comedians.
Did he?
Yeah.
He doesn't even do stand-up, does he?
Exactly.
But I guess comedian is everything.
Is it though? I don't know.
Kevin Hart won the Mark Twain Award recently. Now, if we look at Kevin Hart as a stand-up, definitely, he's on there with Chris Rock, Seinfeld, Chappelle. Not really in that, league of ability, is he? But comedic actor, great. So I think they take into account acting, radio, everything you've done comedically, not just stand-up.
Yeah, Mark Twain Award. Well, Kevin Hart though, he was a stand-up.
He still is.
Yeah, he still is.
But
he still does it.
He's not a great stand-up, but I would say he's one of the best. He's a very good actor, isn't he?
But he started out as one. That's the thing.
Out as one.
If I feel like when you call someone a comedian, it's weird because it can mean any sort of comedy. But like, could that person stand up and do a set? Like, could Will Ferrell do a stand-up set? Like, he did do stand-up at the start of his career, apparently. But Will Ferrell, he won the Mark Twain Award, didn't he, as well?
He should have done.
I think he did.
Probably.
At some point. Could he do a set? Could you throw Will Ferrell up for 5 minutes?
I think he'd figure it out.
I mean, he would.
Imagine the amount of training he's had.
Also, yeah, you got to think everyone's going to be like, Will Ferrell's up there. He's hilarious. He is just funny as well, isn't he?
He's funny. Jim Carrey?
It's a shame that Will Ferrell could just go up on stage with no material and be 10 times funnier than...
Well, his son's in a band and he went on stage and danced. Did you see that?
Imagine that.
No, did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
His son's in a band. 100 people in the room or something. Pretty small band, I guess. And he just goes up dancing. But he's pretty pissed off. So, all right, Dad,
yeah, get off. You've had your time. You've had your 30 years.
You won the Mark Twain Award, mate. I'm trying to play to 100 people. Leave me alone.
You've had all this fame. Get off the stage.
Yeah.
Maybe he tried to get his dad on.
And give me some money, please.
Yeah, maybe he's like, I'm shit, Dad, get on here. What did you say, by the way?
Jim Carrey, one of the best comedians ever. He's not. He did do stand-up.
He did stand up for ages, though.
He did.
He did it. He was a proper stand-up. He was on Johnny Carson as a stand-up with the Tonight Show, which is now Jimmy Fallon. But yeah, he did impressions. He was amazing.
And now he's mental.
Yeah, he's mad now. But he's good. I like him. I think he's cool. I think he's a bit of a nutter. Bit of a cool nutter. He's got some spiritual beliefs, hey, man.
Alrighty then.
Most of them who've done it, Jon Stewart, Dave Chappelle, most of those guys, Bill Cosby. Bit of a...
He did SNL, did he?
He did. He won the Mark Twain Award.
Bet the woman...
I don't know if he ever did SNL, actually. He must have done. Since 1974, he must have done it at some point. Well, he's not doing it now, I'll tell you what, unless it's Saturday Night Live Jail Edition.
Yay.
I don't know if he's
probably had Saturday Night Live with a few ladies. They don't remember it.
Saturday Night
Asleep.
Night Knocked Out.
Saturday Night Rehypnol.
Oh my goodness, we're doing it, guys. We're doing it.
Well, look, the agent. I don't care anymore.
What about the other one?
Well, they don't care as much. I don't think.
No, they don't care. Imagine being that agent. We don't need to tone down for that agent.
Don't say that.
I know, it's a sketch. It's just a sketch.
Dear. That's not going on the Saturday Night Live.
So we're.
I've got a fact.
James. So yeah, okay. We're not happy about James Corden. Give me a fact then.
To lighten the mood, how many people do you reckon committed suicide in 2022 in worldwide?
Worldwide.
256,000.
256,000.
720,000.
Wow.
That is mental.
That's a lot of people.
That is so sad.
That's kicking on a million.
That's kicking on a million. That is like, wow. My dad told me that, and I thought that's not true. He said 600, so I Googled it. But that is devastating, isn't it?
It is still only
720,001 tonight.
0. Is it 0.1 or 0.01? 0.01. 0.01%.
12 in 100,000 people kill themselves in the UK.
So why are you and your dad chatting about this? Your dad's well into the suicide thing, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's always chatting about that.
Because I'm obviously, we sad at a time. I'm feeling a bit sad about some stuff at the minute, and I rang him up yesterday, and he said, "Look, man, being a man's really difficult." And then he told me that, and then I went, "That's really upsetting. That is sad."
Yeah.
So 720,000 people.
And so that was his fact to stop you from doing it.
Well, no, it was just his being like,
He's like, 720,000 people commit suicide. Why can't you do it? What's wrong with you?
Don't follow the herd.
You can't achieve
unique.
what these guys did. I mean, it's still 0.01%. I mean, hey, look, I can't stand suicide. I've lost friends to suicide. Still not that many people.
Yeah, but I mean, no one should do it, really.
I reckon nobody should do it.
No one should feel that they...
What can we do? What can we do to... Hey, has anyone with a podcast ever killed themselves?
Yes.
Who?
Ethan.
Ethan's still alive.
No, you don't know that.
I think this is what we should say, when people mock podcasters like us, doing this dirty little podcast in our straight white men living room with our socks.
Straight white men's socks.
With our straight white socks in our straight white living room. Oh, what are you doing? Another podcast, the straight white boys? Well, yeah, this is the alternative to suicide. It's talking to your mate, telling him he's an idiot in front of a camera, getting 300 views, okay? That's what this is about.
See, if all those people hadn't killed themselves, they could have subscribed to the podcast and we'd be famous.
So when you put it in that term...
That is sad.
If you have every single person who's committed suicide and instead they subscribe to the Rent Boys, well, we're killing it then.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. We've stopped them from killing themselves.
Yeah, and then we're still not on 1 million subscribers, but it's still pretty good.
I suppose if they are going to kill themselves, at some point that's a steep downturn of our viewership.
I think looking at ours is a good way to go, you know what, it could be worse.
I'm doing all right. No, I'm not.
Why'd you have to defend yourself at that? Why'd you have to jump to your own defence at this point? That joke. That one, you're like, no, actually, I think you're fine. I'm doing pretty well.
In a lot of ways, I'm doing well. In a lot of ways, I'm doing terribly.
Oh, here we go. This comedy podcast has been... There's a lot less comedy in it these days.
Going to be on SNL with Billie Eilish soon, so things.
Well, that's the thing. This is why I brought it up, because I wanted you to have something to shoot for,
It's shooting for, and then I've not even done the Comedy Store open spot. I can't even do 5 minutes at the Glee Club.
They won't even give you the 5?
No, I did it and it was shit.
No, was it? Well, I did it twice and it was good both times, and they still haven't brought me back, so don't you worry about that. It's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, well, I'll text them saying, hey, mate, just letting you I'm going to be on SNL soon, so...
In fact,
probably want to get it in pretty quick.
What I find is the promoters who give you the most grief to get on their gigs have never got anything else to give you. They have, technically, but they don't. They're very stingy at all levels.
There's some promoters, not naming who, don't want to associate, but specific, you go and do a spot, however many minutes that is.
Yeah. And
then a trial spot, for those of you that don't know, you go and... I don't do that many of them these days, happily.
Oh, check you out.
Well, neither do you.
No, you're right, I don't.
I'm trialled out, baby. You go and do the trial spot. In my head, the understanding is I'm doing a trial spot. I'm going to drive however far, give up my evening.
And give you good comedy for free.
Well, maybe not. And you've got to... if it's good or not good, you need to give me an answer of how we're going to progress this forward. It's a bit like someone coming to do a trial shift.
Yes.
For a job.
It is.
That person's going to expect an answer at the end of that day.
True.
Now, these promoters, some of them, you go and do this trial spot, 3-4 weeks. You won't hear nothing. It's like, mate, on the night, just come up to me and say, give me an answer.
Yeah. Imagine if you went to do a cafe trial shift.
That was a good example, that.
It was a really good example. Dom Atten Woods, by the way, has just come up with a great example. And it's the same thing though, isn't it? It's under your nose the whole time. It literally is the same. You go, you do a trial shift at a cafe, you serve a few coffees. It's all right. Oh yeah, I didn't make that one quite right. Obviously, first time here, but everything else good. He knows how to make coffee. He knows how to do this. He could do a full shift. He could get paid for it. And then you just ghost you.
Yeah. That would be mental to do a trial. No employers would do that, I bet.
And at least even if you did that, you would be like, I'm not going back to that cafe.
Yeah, I'm not going back there.
But in this case, you just have to wait for that cafe to eventually call you 6 months to a year down the line and say,
can you come and do 5 minutes more?
Yeah, we want another trial shift just to see how you've got on and making coffees in the year that's passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mad
And we're not going to pay you anything. But at least at this coffee shop, you're getting free coffee.
Exactly. And at least there's nice punters who want to see you there.
Yeah. Well, some of those places in London, though, one of them doesn't give drinks to the act. Got a Coke, £4.50.
Can we get drinks.
That was 10% of my fee.
Did you hear that?
£4.50.
Can we get
Give it back.
drinks?
Give me a drink, man.
Give us a drink. We got here, we're thirsty. We got to
Yeah.
use our voices to do this comedy thing. Wet the whistle. Wet my whistle, please. Go to the shop.
Whistle.
Go to the shop and get some cans.
Get the cans in.
Get the cans in. Couple of cans.
But £4.50, that is mental.
Sandra, a couple of cans, Sandra.
That's mental. £4. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
What's mental is that Mo Gilligan has built such a massive career
Is that
over
what
a
you were
couple of
thinking?
cans, Sandra.
Yeah. I like him.
Huh? You like him? I think he's shit.
I like his
No offense, Mo.
talk show. Yeah, sorry, Mo. But I like his talk show. What else did I get? Oh, fucking hell. Brighton.
Oh, here we go.
Get off the train. See an ice cream parlour. Perfect. Amazing.
Ice cream bar.
I'll have one scoop of mint choc chip ice cream, please, barkeep. Guess how much?
£8.
£4.80.
It's a lot.
One scoop of ice cream. God, I wouldn't have an ice cream addiction if I lived in fucking Brighton.
Yeah,
I couldn't afford one.
But then they've got the seaside. So ice cream's at a premium.
That's mental, though, isn't
Brighton's so expensive.
$4.80.
I used to live in Brighton, and for a place that has nothing, right? It's got no industry. It's got no town. Like, it's not a city. Like, it's only barely a city. And it got made a city on the millennium just for giggles, basically.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. It's like the same cost as London for and you can't get a job. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great place, and loads of my mates still live there. But God, it's expensive, man.
Fucking I was like, I wanted to say I don't want it because I think I'd have been justified to do that.
Yeah, just be like, no, actually, that's too much.
Chuck it back in.
Put it back in. You don't have to give them your money.
It's true, but I was like, you're flustered. Like, all right.
You got your little tongue.
Sometimes they don't even you just put it there and how much is it? Tell me how much it is. I want to know. Could be £50.
They didn't have the prices up on the wall. They must have done.
Nope. Well, they might have done, but I thought it should be like £2.
That's when you know it's expensive, by the way. It's when they don't have the price
it's interesting. And I was riding the Lime bikes or Forest bikes. They're good, them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When I went back with Ollie Horn and Darius, I went, how are you guys getting back from the train station to where you're staying?
We're riding a Lime bike. That's Darius.
They're getting a bike.
Don, we're going to ride a Lime bike.
And I got one home. It was great. Much better than the tube. Much more fun. You ever had one of them?
Yeah, man. I've ridden everything.
That's what,
I've ridden everything there is to ride.
that's what your mum says.
I like the scooters, me.
Yeah?
Yeah, big scooter boy, me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Great. Good section.
So that's good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gripe of the week, gripe of the week, got the pipe of the week, it's the strike of the week, yeah, gripe of the week, gripe of the week, have a little bit of the gripe of the week now.
Has he got a gripe, ladies and gentlemen? Does Dom Hattonwoods have a gripe? Were you griping about Ethan?
No, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to gripe about Ethan when he's not here to defend
Fuck,
himself?
man. Let me tell you this gripe just happened.
Go on, mate.
I just went to Mary and Archie's.
Okay,
That's given up. Okay. No, it hasn't. I just went to
No,
Mary
you can go anywhere from wherever you are.
I just went to Mary and Archie's, which is a bar place.
Nowhere near our house.
Nuh-uh. I went there to do some writing. Sat outside sitting area, opposite another table, a male and a female.
Ooh.
Younger, my kind of age, and the lady. They were talking about how she was having to find a new place. She was going to go traveling. Blah blah blah. And I was thinking, I was kind of listening. Oh, she's going for a breakup. You know,
Right.
really difficult that. And then she was talking about how she wants to do poetry, and she's scared to go up and do it. So when the guy left, I went, hey, you should. I've done some comedy poetry nights. You should do it. I think you'd enjoy it. And also, you'll be fine. She was like saying she's going to struggle to find a place in Chorlton. I said, look, you'll be fine. There's loads of places in Chorlton.
I just know where this story's
half
going.
Half of my bed's free. No, I didn't. And I said, look, you'll be all right and do some comedy nights. If you want to, if you want to know some local poetry nights, there's a few I know. Message me on Instagram and I'll tell you. Anyway, follow her back. Message her saying, hey, nice to meet you. Let me know if you're ever going to go to a poetry night. Maybe I'll come along. No reply.
Oh, is that all? Just no reply?
And she was really...
when did you meet her?
Like literally earlier today.
Well,
Like
she just hasn't replied
2
yet.
hours ago. She's seen it.
Yeah, so if she's got read receipts on,
She has.
not many girls have that these
Do you not
days.
think?
I tell you,
Fuck, man.
they don't.
So I
but-
thought we shared a nice moment of me being like, "Oh, you'll be all right."
But she could be busy, mate. She's probably still at Mary and Archie's chatting to her
I'm
mate.
going back.
You're going to go back, storm back, and
Oi.
be like, hey, I expected a response from my kind, selfless
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. No,
do-
it was just, you know what? It was just like you can speak. I forgot that you can just speak to people and it'd be all right.
Yeah, but like, to be fair, you could have just given her the name of like something.
Obviously, I had.
You didn't have to get her Instagram.
I had other intentions
Yeah, of course you did.
because I'm a man.
Yeah, she knows that.
You reckon?
She's probably just did it to be polite.
Yeah,
You're going to get blocked in a bit.
probably.
It's going to be good.
No, it's not going to be good. That's
You'll
not
get
good.
blocked. She'll disappear. She'll be like Instagram user on your thing.
And then I'll just spend.
Not that I know what it's like to be blocked, by the way. No one's ever blocked me
Fuck
back.
off, mate. And then I'll spend every second of my life at Mary and Archie just waiting
Waiting for her to come back.
Yeah.
Like a dog waiting for its master to come back, even though the master's dead.
And then was Ruby. I'll hire the Kaiser Chiefs, get them to be a backup band.
I can't believe that this was the story you wanted to tell.
Well, I just, I don't know. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, you know.
You don't even know any poetry
I
notes.
was like, am I going to meet women? I could have wanted creatures. I did it on Monday with you.
Yeah, I know, but like...
And the poet was fine. Anyways, so I was like, yeah, I could just speak to this person. Maybe I'll help. Maybe it'll be of service. And maybe she'll sleep with me.
You should do a poem about this.
You reckon?
Mary and Archie's went down to spark the fag in the garden, and I saw her talking to her friend. I said, beg your pardon. I said, do you like to do poetry? I heard you've been broken up with. Have a little get on the mic and speak around with all the people out there. Tell your story, right? Give your morning glory. Give me a text and I'll give you what for it. Huh? Thank you. John Cooper Clarke.
I think you know, I've been thinking out my empathy bit, and I think, do I really have empathy? I think in most cases, I'm very poor at having empathy or displaying it. Would you agree?
Yeah.
All right. But I think if I've been through something if they're talking about something I've experienced, I find it easier. It's like a breakup, for example. If someone come up and say, oh, I broke up, I bet that's really, really shit, man.
Well, that is... I mean, hey, look, I don't know. I have no empathy either.
Do you not?
I got nothing.
You don't think you're good at it?
No, I got some. But like, that is essentially what empathy is. It's understanding someone's situation. But like, the thing is, it's elastic because you could find empathy with anything. If you can like connect somebody else's experience to yours and feel the same way they're feeling, that's the empathy, I think. Sympathy is going, oh, I feel bad for you, but it's not understanding what they've been through. It's going like, I don't know that. But like, if, for example, if somebody's parents died, one of their parents died, if you have a parent that's died, it's easy to have empathy because you understand exactly the situation. If you don't have a parent that's died, you can have sympathy by going, oh, that's sad. But if you think, oh, well, actually, my grandmother died, or I know someone whose parents died, someone close to me, then you can connect that and then you can have empathy. But some people pretend to have empathy and they don't really have it.
Especially like if you've not, like I had a experience where someone I was dating, no, I'm not going to say that. Actually.
Don't say it. I mean, the thing is,
but no, like if you're not at all, like say someone doesn't know their parents really or have any relationship with them, if one of their friends' parents dies, they're probably going to really struggle to connect with that.
yeah, maybe.
I reckon.
But like, the question is, with empathy, do you lay awake at night worrying about other people's problems or not? I feel like that's the difference.
No.
And you don't. I don't either. I'm just like, oh, that's bad. And then I leave it over there.
But I think if someone
then I'm
does,
gone.
they need to get on with their own life, man.
This is the way some people are. Heavy empaths. They just overwhelmed with this stuff, you know, overwhelmed with the idea of like what's going on in the world and what's going on with their friends and what's going on with their family, and like that consumes them, which is good in a way, but it's also it'll drive you nuts if it's too much. You're dealing with everything that's going on.
Mums, that's what we're talking about, I think.
Well, mums, yeah, immediately they have empathy because they're immediately worried about someone else other than themselves because they've got a kid, right? I remember my mum's being like, I'm up awake at night waiting for you to come home. And I'm like, what are you doing that for? I ain't coming home. I'm smoking weed,
I'm
mum.
going to get no sleep, lady.
Yeah, you ain't going to sleep if you keep worrying about me.
I ain't going to get no sleep.
I'm a grown-up. I'm 16 years old, bruv.
I'm out getting laid.
I'm out there doing my things. But, yeah, I mean, gripes with empathy, it's tough. You got to have a bit of it, but not too much. I don't worry about that stuff. I've got no feelings.
I'm probably not going to take advice from you.
Why don't you try this? Next time you're in that situation, because that's a good way to talk to someone.
Situation? Oh, that.
Why don't you give up the information freely?
Okay.
Be like, listen, I heard what you're saying. I know about poetry night you can do. Here it is. It's called this. This is where it is. Look it up on Instagram or whatever, and then let it happen.
But she asked what my name was. So I was like, all right, she asked my name. She obviously wants to marry me.
But you were like, follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I mean, hey, she might message you in a bit. It's only been a couple of hours. I've been out for like 2 hours. And this has happened during that time. She's probably just busy and doesn't want to reply to you at this time. She's looked at it. She's gone, I'll reply later.
I mean, inevitably, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, you're freaking out.
It's nothing's gonna come of it. And she just broke up with her boyfriend, so I don't want that in my life.
Do you know that for sure?
I heard them talking about it. Yeah, I was listening. I was trying to write, and I thought this is more interesting than what I'm writing down.
I don't know why you're holding the mic like that, holding the cable.
All right.
It's got a big bit where you put your hand.
I like holding it like that. It's
yeah,
fun.
but it breaks. Breaks. It bothers the thing. Do you have any listener questions?
No.
What are we going to talk about then?
I don't know. We've done all right so far, haven't we?
We've done great so far.
We didn't plan this at all. We didn't even say what we're going to talk about. We just trusted that it would happen.
We
And
did.
It kind of has. I mean, Ethan will get back and go, I'll listen to that podcast. Fucking tough listen, man. Oh, shut up. Every time he does it, I say, stop that. That's not going to make it this better. Telling you how shit it is.
He just doesn't like listening to something that hasn't got him on it.
No, even when the ones he's on, doesn't listen to his own voice, which is fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
It's very irritating.
I got used to it over many years of listening to my own voice back.
Mm.
It's quite tough stuff, Some people can't do it. Some people can't do it at all.
Mm.
They have a nightmare with it.
Some people can't speak.
Who can't speak?
Deaf people.
All right. We're coming for deaf people now. I love deaf people.
They're not listening to this, are they?
I'm a big fan of deaf people, me.
Oh, that was a great joke.
We've got Graphics by Momin who's saying, hey, what was your joke?
I said, well, they're not listening to this, are they?
No, that wasn't a great joke. They can watch it on YouTube with the thingies.
Mate,
with
if
the CC.
deaf people are watching something, they're not watching this, are they?
They could be. Why wouldn't they?
Because why would they?
It's no different to them. They've got the same amount of choice of entertainment. Anything that's got auto captions, which is most things now. Why wouldn't they check out?
They want to watch a film or something that's moving? We're just talking.
Yeah, but they're seeing the words and they're being like, oh, these guys have really got it together.
The subtitles are great. I haven't moved at all, and my bum hurts from it.
This guy,
Anyways.
Graphics by Momin, is desperate to work with us.
This bloke, I've seen that.
Graphic designer. He's got 50 followers.
Good for you, man.
He's living in Pakistan, I believe.
We'll go visit him.
He's made a recipe for creamy chicken tikka pizza.
Doesn't he just keep messaging going, hey, hi.
Hey,
Hi.
want to show you something? Creepiest thing ever to message someone. Want to show you something?
Keeps commenting.
Can we have a talk? Can we have a talk? What? Like, it sounds like your girlfriend is trying to get hold of you. Like, look, we need to talk.
Can we have a talk? I want to show you something.
We need to talk about
My
your
cock.
logos. I don't know what I guess he's trying to do a logo for us.
Ask him if he's got any listener questions.
Do you reckon that's what he's got? A really, really tough listener question that he's
Surely
just
he'd just
desperate to ask
Message
us.
us it, wouldn't he?
I mean, that would be great if he could, but apparently we have to literally talk to him. We've got a couple of comments here.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a clip about your Spectrum bus.
We did that. Yeah, that was good.
Dom, if you didn't see it, Dom explained that the autism spectrum, with regards to him, was that it's like a school bus.
Yep.
And at the front, the most autistic is the driver. And at the back, the least autistic are the cool kids who are hanging out at the back of the bus. Dom's somewhere in the middle.
Licking the windows. That's what I said.
He said licking the windows. And obviously, Graphics by Momin said, want to show you something. Which he literally did.
He was a driver.
And oxytocin and dopamine. which is an account,
Male, female?
female, 2 women.
Woohoo.
Now
we're talking.
Amy Jane Wilkes, so it's her and her friend in the picture.
Do you know who that is?
No, I don't know. That isn't the spectrum, Dom. I love you. And read some Luke Bearden, or read some Luke Bearden, or watch his YouTube, or go to Sheffield for a beer with him. He has the info you need.
What the fuck?
Who is this backstreet this backstreet autism
He's
doctor?
got the info on autism that no one else knows.
So meet me out the back of the Sheffield Crucible, and we'll talk
About autism.
about autism.
I won't look you in the eye, obviously, but I've got the information.
You're going to go for a beer with this guy, and he's going to just explain to you personally what's going on.
Can I just Google it?
Yeah.
He's on the bus, that's for sure.
Well, you could just watch his YouTube, but apparently he'll go for a beer with you if you want. Luke Bearden. That's his name, Luke Bearden.
Oh, right, I thought you were-
Beardon. What more do you want me to say? It's Luke Bearden, okay?
No, you said it like Luke Bearden. Are you stupid?
Luke Bearden, man.
Luke Bearden, he's got he's not even got his own channel.
Really?
No, he's got it's just he goes on with other people. He's a senior lecturer at Sheffield University.
Don't put him on.
All right. He's not going for a beer with me. He's a lecturer. He's got bigger things.
Well, he hasn't got his own YouTube channel, so he'll probably go for a beer with you.
What was that? What? There's plenty of women that have their own YouTube channel that won't go for a beer with me. Yeah, I can say that.
How do you know that for sure?
Oh, because there's a lot of women have asked to go out and they've not done it, and I'm pretty sure they don't have a YouTube channel.
It's funny with
Because they checked.
with the comments on Instagram, because like you get the most random people commenting, because we don't get many comments, so there's not loads to choose from. But we just got a guy who's like, imagine having the confidence of a heckler, laughing face. Fair enough. It's a video about heckles, but it's Centro Labs, vitamins and supplements, proudly made in Ireland. So fighting stress, anxiety, and high cortisol, 2 capsules at a time. So specific as well. So really specific supplement. Low mood and anxiety getting to you. Dom, you should get these.
Oh, all right.
You're having a tough time.
Maybe they'll sponsor us.
Get this guy's compliment. Oh, mate, maybe we need to start getting some low-level supplement sponsorships.
But hello, ain't nothing going on but the rent, boys. Remember to take your anxiety pills. Dom's not here. He's filming SNL.
Yeah, Dom's too busy breaking through into the American market.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, any more?
No, I mean, that's really it. Then we're going back quite far. The wine profesh. Oh, I know that guy. Some people everyone's an influencer now, man. Everyone's into it.
With no influence.
Yeah. So that was all our listener information. No one else has really asked us anything. Great. I think we've had a...
That'll do, I reckon, won't it?
Huh?
That'll do, I reckon.
Yeah, I think that'll do. We don't need
one.
to give you anything else. Just a short one. We've got no Ethan. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening to the Rent Boys. We've been Alex Camp and Dom Hatton Woods. Please like and subscribe, leave a review, leave a rating on Spotify, whatever it is. And we'll see you next time with loads of cool planned stuff that we came up with.
Oh, yeah. Bye, everyone.
Take care. Bye.